So how are we supposed to be able to try to connect time and plates? Time and plates. Not a time and a place, but time and plates. Welcome to the news. Stay till the end to find out. Welcome to the news. By the way, we're trying to also make reference to one consciousness. Oh, okay. So welcome to the news. What we're trying to... Today we're trying to get into a little bit, focusing on how we are able to connect with each other globally through the essence of time and plates. Not a time and a place, but a time and plates. Time and plates. Because in essence, what we've all got inside of us is entrepreneurship. Every person in the world has entrepreneurship inside of them, which corresponds to something as simply simple as being a unique artifact. Oh, so in essence, everybody is a unique artifact. Everyone in the world is unique. Oh, just based on cellular structure and organization and facial structure, if nothing else. But all these things are unique elements, including fingerprints, and all of this corresponds to a personal brand. No, humans are the same. So, as a result, being able to cash in on that in the figurative sense, in the spiritual finance sense, since that's what we focus on here, is to be able to focus on how we can leverage time and plates as like a template, for example. This is like the template, for example, of just how to organize life, how to be able to try to leverage organizational time and space with templates and time plates. Templates is like a word when broken into two words as to time and plates. Plates are a basic symbol for like how to organize various opportunity onto plates, specific plates, for example, and being able to like pile plates together and then therefore like stack plates and different items from different plates onto bigger plates that in essence have different ways of organizing their structure so that all your opportunities end up on smaller amounts of plates. In essence, then it causes the ability to organize a little more structurally, and that's sort of the foundational mindset, because in essence it's a structural mindset sort of depiction, conceptualization, because in essence the word template corresponds to having some kind of a template to be able to create organization and a framework around it. So the essence of trying to leverage a time plate as a template is the way to transition in life all things that are necessary into one structural mindset, depict like visualization, meaning that like leveraging time and plates as a template allows you to break all your thoughts, all your mindsets, all your ambitions into plates, in essence. And so this is the template, is all these plates are floating around, and they're all corresponding to different time factors. So if you have any goals, any specific given goals, and all these goals are floating around on different plates around your mindset in the world, in your conceptual wheelhouse of focus and attention in life, in your whole attention lifespan in life. And so that therefore corresponds to things that you can do, and that is a template for organization of your time by taking time and plates, so that in essence all these plates can overlap, but that they can stay separate if they need to. If they need to be separate from other things, they can be, because that's the essence of a plate. It has a protective shield around it because it's, it's an individualized plate. And so things can come and go, but then things can also merge with other elements, and that's the purpose of that kind of an organizational template, is to be able to merge and optimize plates so that you have the right amount of plates and the right amount of time that corresponds to each plate, and the attention and energy that's given to each plate, so that in essence you're able to get around to and eat, basically consume all of the items on all of the plates that you have, in essence, just like a meal, just like a dinner meal, so that you are able to consume what you put on your plate, in essence. That's the purpose of putting it on your plate to begin with. Yeah, so that's the purpose of this framework mindset. And also you want to keep the plates spinning. Once you've got plates in your world and in your life, you don't want to have too many plates so that the plates stop spinning. You need them to keep spinning and revolving in terms of energy that you can give to them, to keep spinning like by focus and time plates with the template as the template mindset, time and plates. Yeah. So attention is the thing that in essence is our one global consciousness. It corresponds to our global consciousness, if you will, because in essence, in terms of like combining with robots and connecting with robots, like for example, if you had 15 eyeballs because in essence you connected with some brain interface such as Neuralink or whatever, and you have Neuralink, and then you have 15 eyeballs because you decide to connect with a robot that has 15 eyeballs, and then therefore you have 15 extra eyeballs. But one thing that's finite, the one thing that's finite as you expand your extensive extensions and capabilities into robots, necessarily from things such as Neuralink, for example, that you only have still one attention. So that's the thing that's fluid among our one consciousness, our one global consciousness, is we have one attention. So it doesn't matter how many extensions you have. If you have 20 different, feet, for example, or arms or whatever, if you make a robot body where you have 20 different feet and you're able to run with 20 different feet, and you still only have one attention, and you can only give so much attention to each feet and everything like that. So I guess it depends on your whole overall processing system. But after all, that's what combines our global consciousness. Our one global consciousness is bound by our singular attention span. And so that is in essence how we have one global consciousness, because in essence, as we continue to try to leverage different tools that make us stronger and make us more unique, individualized energies, that is how we define our global consciousness. We have the ability to develop a global consciousness because we already are a global consciousness. We are one global conscious, significant, massive energy. And especially as you can travel through the energy of robots and things like this, leverage technology to be able to take your mindset and your brain energy to put it into other vehicles and other vessels such as robots, and be able to control those robots with just a mindset, with just something such as a piece of a hardware framework that connects the energy of your mentality into robots, for example, to other vessels in this world, in life, even across distances necessarily. As we connect all of these mindsets, we only have one attention, so we need to collectively, as time passes on a day-to-day basis, regardless of how thin our attention is spread throughout however many robots that we're connected to necessarily, we all only have one attention, and we need to optimize the global consciousness. To be able to make that harmonious, our global consciousness harmonious, as we continue to expand with robots and the technology that corresponds with us. We need to play harmony in terms of business music, harmony, in essence, business music harmonies. Harmonious business energies, harmonious business. Oh, yeah, business music energies. So, and we're trying to do this by, in essence, developing the global philanthropy energy grid and a global good deeds economy, and focusing on philanthropy energy. Oh, yes, philanthropy energy. Oh, yes. So, nonetheless, the purpose is to be able to leverage our global consciousness to be able to breathe like one global world that's breathing together, that's focusing on optimization for ourselves, the betterment of ourselves, the best interest of ourselves, and leveraging our extensions through technology to be able to breathe together through all of our technology, and leverage our time plates. Oh, so we get the best return on our investments into new technology, in essence, to be able to breathe together as one global consciousness, and especially in this one global consciousness, to be able to breathe together, so that we're all meditating together and understanding the spiritual finance nature of this business music that we're playing together, so that in essence we are harmonious in this global consciousness as we expand our capabilities into other robot territories in essence. And to be able to expand consciousness, we still have one attention span, regardless of if we upgrade our RAM and framework and processors and speeds of our mindsets, of our technologies, of our tools, of our processing powers as humans into a brain, to be able to try to optimize those conceptual tools and or capacities to be able to process information and leverage new technology to be able to reconfigure and process artificial intelligence somehow, to be able to recontextualize our framework for information, like consumption methods, if you will, that we leverage our one attention into our global consciousness, our singular attention, regardless of any other attachments, into our singular global consciousness. And that, therefore, brings it back around to the global philanthropy energy grid and philanthropy energy generation and the global good deeds economy. And that's all for now. let's also remember to try to clear the animal shelters. Let's clear the animal shelters. Let's all remember to clear the animal shelters by fostering all the shelter animals in the world. Foster all the shelter animals in the world so no shelter animals ever have to die again. No shelter animals ever have to die again. In that instance, let's foster all the shelter animals and also hire shelter animals as healers. Hire shelter animals as healers in and among and throughout our communities. Hire shelter animals as healers throughout our communities so that they have a job to heal us as humans with their healing energy. All animals in the world hired as healers among our communities to make us better as people, make us better as humans by vibrating with the energy of animals to be able to enhance our business music and our global consciousness. That's all for now. Thanks again. Bye, Ding Tech. Bye, peace. Bye, bye, bye. Change for Game Studios. Bye, 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 bye.